This is Jess, Wes, and our daughter Izzy. After selling our house and most of our possessions at the end of 2021, we've packed up our van Bevan to tour Australia. We are Life is VANderful.
Good morning. We're at Mornington Peninsula at the moment. We're going to be spending a few days exploring here and making the most of this very unseasonable March weather for Melbourne. So yeah, just exploring the beaches and taking it easy down here. Then we're going to catch the ferry across from Sorrento to Queenscliff, around to the other side of the Port Phillip Bay and catch up with one of Jess's friends in Geelong. So yeah, it should be a few good days away here, and hopefully this great weather continues.
This is one of our favourite things about van life. Is pulling over on the side of the road and making a good sandwich. So when we've been away, Nanny and Grandma and Grandpa and everybody like to send Isabel some cute little videos, and today Nanny has sent one of her doing hot potato.
Okay, ready? Oh. Good afternoon. We've come down to Sullivan Bay here in Sorrento. About a 20-minute bike ride from where we're staying in Rye, and yeah, just greeted with this really nice quiet little cove and quiet beach. So yeah, time for Iggy to do some sandcastles and a bit of swimming, and yeah, just have a nice relaxing afternoon by the beach, and just yeah, can't get over this weather for Melbourne for March. So morning from Sorrento Ocean Beach. Alrighty, so we've come to Fort Nepean National Park, right on the tip of the Mornington Peninsula, and later on today we're going to catch the ferry across to Queenscliff with Bevan. So just going to turn around behind me. You can see the other side of the bay, perhaps, Queenscliff and Point Lonsdale, which is where we'll end up later today. It's very close at this tip, this point. Here we are at Fort Nepean, right at the very tip of the peninsula. So this is an artillery range and fort dating back to the 1880s, and the guns were used in World War I and World War II for training purposes, and it's also a training ground. So some different gun emplacements and different cannons around here, so we're going to check it out. Here at the site, we're on the 17th of December 1967. Harold Holt, the 17th Prime Minister of Australia, went missing and disappeared and drowned, presumed drowned, on this beach, which is Cheviot Beach at Point Nepean. So yeah, out in the Bass Strait there. Went for a swim before lunch and was seen disappearing out in the waves and never seen on and off again. Bad weather hampered the search for 2 days afterwards, and then he was officially declared missing and no longer the Prime Minister of Australia.
We're leaving Sorrento to head over to Queenscliff now. We're doing a big loop back to Melbourne before we go on our next little adventure, and we're taking Bevan for his first barge ride and Izzy's first barge ride. So this might be a little bit exciting. And we're just watching the ferry unload now. It's pretty cool. It has an underground car park which they empty first, and then they pull down this big flap and then they let everybody else off. Woken up in Queenscliff this morning after a free camp by the water and a lovely park, which was nice.
Yeah. Izzy likes it. She likes the playground.
Yeah, a nice spot to have it. We had a picnic, a barbecue, which was lovely. Woken up, gone for a nice coffee and a stroll in town. It's a really idyllic little town with lots of old sandstone buildings and things. And now we've come up to the Black Lighthouse here.
Yeah, so it's made in 1862, and it's also got a fort surrounding it. And the fort was built back in the gold rush days to protect ships that were carrying gold out of Melbourne from would-be pirates and stealers, apparently. So, yeah, just a quiet day here before catching up with
some friends and then heading back home. So yeah, we're at the end of a short trip.
When we say home, we mean my parents.
Yeah, felt like home. We've been using that as a base for a while, but yeah, just a short little trip, and probably we were saying one of the best ones that we've had in terms of we didn't book anything.
Yeah, no planning, just we found things on the way, and I think that's what makes it fun sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, like we never really booked, but yeah, we were surprised. We didn't know what we were going to expect, and we were surprised by so many things, like the rock pools yesterday, and Fort Nepean was pretty incredible. And you can see it from here today too, can't you?
Yeah, just across the way. We pointed it out yesterday, but we're on the other side today.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think some people might wonder why we don't keep going to the Great Ocean Road, which makes complete sense that we'd keep going here, but we're staying in staying in Melbourne till my dad's birthday at the end of the month, so we're just sort of doing these little trips, and then we will actually go to the Great Ocean Road when we leave Melbourne and head out towards South Australia. It would make sense to do it now, but yeah, we're just doing these little 3-4 day trips at the moment.
Yeah, trying to see as much of Melbourne as we can this month.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Bye everybody. Bye everybody. Bye everybody. Bye. See you next time.